Yo, what's going on, world? YouTube, World Star, Internet, all of that. It's Saturday morning, like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, in sunny, cold ass Long Island, New York. And my name is Mills Marley, actually. And today's topic, I don't know, man. My man gave me a topic, and he said, "What person in history influenced you, or what person in history do you relate to the most?" And one second. I told him that the celebrity or the person in history that I relate to the most is this guy named Jim Morrison. He was the lead singer of this band, this rock band from the 60s and 70s called the Doors. And the reason why, like, that is the one I chose, who I can relate to the most, is because he has a lot to do with the way that I navigate, I'd say. I can't say he has something to do with my personality or any of that other shit, because I've always been how I am. But as far as like my attitude towards life, he completely changed that. He influenced. I don't say he changed it, but he influenced it. And how so is, I'm sorry. How so is, what is this, 2014? Back in 2009, I was going through some things, you know what I'm saying, financially and I guess pretty much just financially. And it was kind of fucking with me. I was trying to do some things and I couldn't really advance, and bullshit kept happening, and so, a lot of frustration was building up in me, and I was just like starting to stress out and stuff. So one day I'm in my room and it's like, I don't know, 1 in the morning, and I'm watching TV. I'm watching TV. I'm just flicking through the channels, and mind you, I'm smoking haze. Yes. And I'm flicking through the channels, and I hear a snippet of this song, and it's like, "Hey, come on, doon 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 doon." And if that's probably a bad description, but if anybody that's like my age right now, like I'm 30 in 2014, they will remember Jay-Z's album, The Blueprint. And on The Blueprint, there's a song called The Takeover. And what I just heard when I was flicking through the channels, that "come on, dum 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 dum," that was the song that was sampled for that song, that Jay-Z song. So I said, "Hey, that sounds familiar." So I go back, and they're playing the song, the original song. And I'm like, okay, this has my interest. This is the actual group that he sampled the thing from. So I'm watching it, or whatever. And as the movie's going along, this guy, Jim Morrison, the movie's pretty much about him. He's just like extremely nonchalant and just devil-may-care attitude, just does what he feels at the moment, and he's just professing about, like, peace and love and living life and enjoying it, and not being so worried and all of that stuff. And I took from that, I'm sorry, pardon me, guys. sorry. I took from that he, he said, we all gotta die one day. And what I incorporated in that was, we all gotta die one day. And if there's no afterlife, then there's truly no point to life. You know what I'm saying? After we go. Like, so everything that's going on now doesn't matter because we're all gonna fucking leave one day anyway. So I took that and I ran with it. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna cut off this switch called negative emotions. I will not apply negative energy to anything ever again in life, because nothing is like real. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that I feel is real is pain, and I don't mean sorrow, heartbreak. I mean getting stabbed, heart attacks, toothaches, shit like that. Everything else, you're gonna feel a certain way when you feel pain. You're going to feel a certain way. But anything else that goes on in life, you have the option to feel that way. You can have a surprise party. You can be like, oh shit, hey, I'm happy for it. Or you can be like, man, fuck this shit. Fuck you guys. I'm leaving. For no reason. I'm just mad. I just choose to be mad at this birthday. But if you were to get a bowling ball dropped on your foot, everybody in the world, they'd all probably have the same exact reaction. So if it doesn't hurt me, it doesn't concern me, is my philosophy. That was 5 years ago. I'm 5 years strong on this kind of mentality now. And I feel it's the greatest. It's the greatest thing I've ever decided to do. Because life doesn't stop. The bullshit doesn't stop. You know what I'm saying? It's not all peachy keen. But now, when the bullshit arrives, I swear to God, yo, I'm not like disappointed. I understand that this too shall come to pass. I'm 30 years old, man. I've been through shit. And the key word there is been. You feel me? Like, everything comes, but it goes. Like, it's not going to be permanent. You tell me that I have, like, and once again, this goes back to the physical. You tell me that I have cancer or AIDS or lupus or some shit that, I don't know if they could cure lupus or not, but some shit that's going to stay forever, then I might stress out. But if you're talking about, I'll just go to the extreme here, eviction. Okay. I will find another place. Reality. That's what's going to happen. So I can be mad right now and then quickly talk to myself like, yo, no, you know that shit ain't nothing, man. You gonna get back. And then, I let it go. And then I fucking take the steps to do what needs to be done. But I don't let it fuck with my soul, for a lack of a better word. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I guess I owe that to Jim Morrison, man. Like, that is the guy that kind of put me on to that. And there's other movies I could think of, like, if you guys remember Office Space, is that the name of it? Office Space, where the guy went to the hypnotist, and the hypnotist was like, you will feel nothing but bliss and be carefree and all of this stuff. And then the hypnotist ended up not snapping him out of that trance. The guy was in that trance forever. And he just went back to work and did exactly what the fuck he felt like doing. And it worked out in his favor. Now with me, when I first started this doctrine of mine, I guess, or doctrine period, I was working at this temp place, like not a temp place, I was working at this warehouse through a temp agency. And it was like my last week there. And it was like, I think even the last day there, some shit like that. And I'm just fresh new to this whole new mentality. I'm telling people that I know, my parents, like, hey, listen, And they're like, yeah, that's good. That's a great way to be. So I'm fresh into that shit. And I'm at work, and it's like damn near like the end of the shift, like maybe an hour or two left. And so I'm working on the line, and this guy comes up to me, and he's like, my bad. He's like, yo, the lady said that you went back to the break room or some shit like that, or stayed too long, and it was something like that. And I'm like, in my mind, you know, whatever she's saying I'm doing has no effect on anything, period, whatsoever. But she feels like ruffling feathers anyway. It's negative. I'm gonna leave. And I walk out the place. And I'm not mad or nothing. I'm just like, whatever. I'm gonna leave then. Fuck it. I don't wanna, you know. So I leave and I go and I walk to my brother's job, which is like a block to 2 blocks away. And I kick it in his van until he's done with his shift, and then we leave. And that was 5 years ago. I did that, and I don't work there anymore. But I have a job now that I've been at for 3 years. That move that I made had no effect on that. You dig what I'm saying? So I might be rambling here, whatever. This may not have been a good one, but it's a little piece of, who I am, like really how I think and shit. I'm just putting it out there to the world. So yeah, fuck everything. I don't give a fuck about anything. Fuck this video. Fuck you, and fuck me too. Alright, but never